Do you have
He's starting tomorrow.
Eddie?
Yeah.
What went into that decision as opposed to somebody else?
He's been throwing the ball well. We think it's a good matchup. Obviously, with them, you have to make some match. They're going to look for platoon advantage and all that. So we'll have Nick in the bullpen tomorrow, and we'll do what we do. As far as roster-wise, we're not even close to finalize it. You know, we have to go over a lot of things. Obviously, it was a long night last night, and we just got here. But, you know, that's what they do. You know, they put you in spots to, you know, try to maximize the lineup, but we will maximize our pitching staff. So, you know, we feel Eddie's been there, done that. So he threw the ball well here before, just like others in our pitching staff. So we feel very comfortable with him.
And how is, I guess compared to yesterday, how is JD feeling?
He's doing okay. He's moving around. We'll see what he can do today. You know, the goal is for him to do a few things today physically, and you know, we'll make a decision obviously tomorrow morning.
Alex, will Chris start game 2, I'm assuming, or is that still to be kind of determined?
Yeah, there's a good chance Chris will start game 2.
And also just wanted to ask you, how much different is it coming here versus a month ago when you were here and, you know, you were just dealing with a whole kind of different situation, and I'm sure it was a lot more stressful than this is.
Yeah, I mean, a month ago, we didn't even know who was going to play for us, and throughout the series, you know, they took players out of the roster because of where we were. But like I said before, I think those 4 games put us in a great spot. You know, the first 2 games, although we lost, those kids that came up, they reset our bullpen, was pretty taxed after those series at home and going to Cleveland. And then, you know, we played some kids that nobody expected us to play, and they played good defense up the middle, and we beat them the last 2 games. So, you know, I know they won the season series, but if you look at the games, you know, it's a 1-0 game with a wild pitch in the 9th inning. There was a sun ball at Fenway when we were up 7-1. So I know they're really good. They have a great team. And coming into the season, a lot of people thought that they were the best team in the big leagues. But, you know, like, you know, we feel we have a good team. And we're here. We'll show up. We'll play and see where it takes us. But a lot different than a month ago. Wow, way different.
Orange.
Alex, buenas tardes. Felicidades por el triunfo ayer. Eduardo Rodríguez, como abridor, ¿qué representa esto para ustedes y sobre todo para él, después de lo que vivió el año pasado con el COVID, el tema de salud, tener esta responsabilidad
Sí, mañana? Excelente. Fue un año bien difícil para él en cuestión de la salud. El año pasado no pudo jugar, y que pueda tener la oportunidad de tirar el primer juego de la serie divisional, yo sé que representa mucho para él, representa mucho para nosotros también como organización. Ha sido un muchacho que desde que llegó aquí ha sido sumamente consistente, lo hemos visto crecer, no solamente como pelotero, sino como persona, y de verdad que nos sentimos bien contentos que él tenga la oportunidad mañana.
Right here in the front.
Quickly on JD, does he have to be available tomorrow for you to put him on the roster, or is it possible you carry him tomorrow knowing he can't play in hopes that he plays later in the series?
You know what, we haven't even talked about that one. We're just waiting to see what happens today, and then we'll decide what we do.
And also last night, I know it wasn't a safe situation, but I'm sure you were treating it as one. Is that, do you see that as Whitlock's role going forward, or was that based on matchups and where you just were the line?
I mean, we will keep mixing and matching, and we'll try to maximize our roster. Yesterday we used Hansel in a situation that we knew he had a chance to face lefties. He did a good job. Witt came in there with some matchups that we felt that were good. Tanner, the same thing. So we'll keep mixing and matching, and we'll use our starters too in this series. We will. So you know, let's see where the games take us, and we go from there.
Luis.
Alex, buenas tardes. Luis Murphy de Puerto Rico. Hablamos al principio de la temporada de que mencionabas que el equipo no venía a reconstruirse, no estaba en reconstrucción y que la mentalidad que tenían era de ganar el campeonato. Ya estás a un paso de eso. ¿Qué se debe?
No, tenemos un buen equipo de pelota que tiene que seguir trabajando para seguir mejorando. Eso es lo importante, y una de las cosas que siempre hemos hecho y siempre vamos a hacer, no vamos a escuchar lo que diga la gente fuera de Fenway Park, de nuestras paredes. Hay que cancelar el ruido, especialmente en nuestra ciudad, y los muchachos han hecho un trabajo excelente. Desde el día 1 trabajaron fuerte para llegar a este punto y ahora estamos jugando contra un gran equipo de pelota. Vamos a jugar contra uno de los mejores equipos de pelota, si no quizás el mejor. Y sabemos que es un reto sumamente grande, pero 162 fue un reto, los Yankees fueron un reto ayer y sabemos que los Rays son un reto empezando desde mañana.
Te vemos con la gorra de los criollos de Cagua.
Ujú.
In the back over here. Back for a second.
Alex, last time here you had the mound measured. What were your concerns at that time, and do you have any concerns with this series?
To be honest with you, I wasn't part of that. I was inside dealing with COVID. I heard about it because somebody tweeted and showed a picture. I think the players were doing that, but honestly, I found out after the fact. So I think MLB is going to measure it, you know, like they always do. They'll measure the bases like they always do before each game, and you know, everything will be legal.
Go in the front over here.
Alex, we've asked you a lot about just Kyle's pickup at the deadline, but what about just what Hansel and Austin Davis has been able to give you in the bullpen and how good they've been, and you've obviously used them in very high leverage situations?
Yeah, in the beginning it was tough because we were struggling, and we had to use Hansel in Detroit, I think twice, right? And he got hit pretty hard. He actually got hit pretty hard before he got traded. So, you know, we made some adjustments. And then the Toronto game, that was crazy. With AD, it was hard in the beginning. He pitched multiple innings and facing lefties and righties. And until we reset our bullpen, then, you know, they settled down and they've been amazing. I think, you know, Hansel, he's striking people out, he's throwing strikes, he's using a great mix of pitches. And with AD, if you see the numbers against lefties, he's been solid. When we traded for him, I spoke to my brother about him, and he told me a few things that he felt that, you know, he wasn't doing there. Not because they weren't preaching it, it just he wasn't able to execute it at the moment. And since he got here, he started doing that. He started executing those pitches, and he's been really solid. He's been really good.
Okay, right here, Pete.
Alex, over the years, how much have you seen Eduardo mature both as a guy and as a player? And do you guys still butt heads on occasion over
Oh,
different things?
we do a lot. But I'm very proud of him. First things first, obviously last year was a very difficult year for him. Not being able to play because of health issues, and the fact that he will be the starter tomorrow, I know it means a lot to him and his family. You know, his support system has been amazing throughout, and we are very proud of him. I mean, what he's done this season, regardless of the up and downs, I think, you know, he didn't throw the ball extremely well at one point, but he's been very consistent throughout, and he's been making adjustments every start, and, you know, he's been getting better and better. As a person, a more mature person. You know, you see his body is a different body compared to a few years ago. The way he goes about his business, his preparation in between starts, talking to other pitchers, you know, especially Darwinson. He's been a mentor for him, and you know, obviously we know his situation, right? You know, this is a free agent year, and we'll see where it takes us. We'll get there when we have to get there, but it's a guy that he represents everything that we ask for a player. You know, just show up, work hard, and do your best out there. And he's done that, you know, since I got here. That we still, you know, jab each other, of course, yeah. That's part of the relationship.
Anything else for Alex?
We're good?
Thanks, Alex.
Oh, thank you.